Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing Bant Artifacts. It's not too crazy, but we are playing some green cards, and there's a very specific reason for that. And we kind of talked about it a lot when we played Azorius. The problem is, against the aggro decks, we get down to like that 5 to 4 life range, and then they just burn us out of the game because they don't necessarily need any more creatures to hit. A lot of times we'll have a glyph bridge that wipe the board. We have a synthesizer online. We have big constructs in the way, and we're ready to like win the game in the next 2 to 3 turns, like pretty much guaranteed. But then they play with fire us, scry to the top, and then get us out of the game by lightning striking us a lot of times. And it's happened too much playing this deck for me, for my comfort. So we are adding the Ancient Cornucopia. This card gains a life anytime that you cast a mana that has a pip in it. I'll just read it. Whenever you cast a spell that's 1 or more colors, you gain 1 life for each spell's color. Do this only once each turn. So on our turn, when we play like a Fabrication Foundry or like a Thousand Moon Smithy or Synthesizer or something, Cornucopia will gain us 1 life. And then on our opponent's turn, when we cast any of our instant speed spells, like these ones, we can also gain life then, or use them on our turn if need be, and gain some extra life if needed. So it's very, very cool. So what's our main game plan in this deck is to really control the board with these counter spells if we can, and then just using kind of traditional removal like marches to populate Unstable Glyph Bridge and Farewell, and winning around these synthesizers. Synthesizer is probably, again, my favorite card in this set. I built my legacy deck around it. First ever legacy deck I'm playing is with Synthesizer, and I'm very excited with that because I just love it in general. I love artifact decks, and this just speaks to me so well. So outside of that, we're going to go ahead and hop into the games, and I will tell you right now, a little spoiler to the game. I probably had the craziest game. Make 2. I will play here, making 3. And then I will play here. How many cards do I have? 35? I don't know, dude. I'm busy gaming right now. I got things going on. So as you could tell, the game gets very crazy. And I'm not going to spoil who wins, but that is game number 2 in the video. If you want to skip ahead, I suppose. It is quite a long game, but man, is that game very exciting. Outside of that, if you all don't mind, please consider subscribing. Truly helps out the channel a ton. Outside of that, let's just go ahead and hop into the games. Yeah, we can definitely keep this. Just play on our farmland on 1, add a card into Foundry, and then Thousand Moon on 3. We're sick. Let's do that. Smuggler's Surprise is what we're up against, I think. So I'm going to speed race as much as I can. Could be able to save you. Yeah, this is Gruul Smuggler's Surprise. Okay, that counter spell is actually huge, especially considering I have a Thousand Moon Smithy, like, kind of cooking here. We'll be able to convert it over anytime soon, but 6 mana is the sweet spot. Armadillo, sure, they miss the land drop. They'll hit 4. This guarantees the land drop. I don't have my Field of Ruin to blow it up in the deck anymore. I can play here. I can make the white here, play this, hold up my counter magic because they'll have 5. At 5, does it matter? I don't think so. I think I'd like to just set my braided net down. Right? Yeah, I'd like to set my braided net down. And then just get in there, get trucking. And then next turn I can hold up my 3 steps ahead. Now, I have to counter it multiple times. Okay. I think they have it next turn. Resolve. I mean, I know I'm a rocket scientist. I don't think I can this turn because I want to play the Celestis. And then I can do it next turn. Yeah. Sure. Go for it. Ooh. I'm still gonna counter this though. I think I have to. Not that I'm excited that I have to. Oh, so annoying. I think they have the smuggler surprise, and I think honestly me doing that's probably a mistake, but they can give it them hexproof and stuff now. They don't have it. Oh man, I just felt like I had to put enough pressure on the board for lethal. Or is that enough? 1 2 3 4. No, it's not. It's actually not enough. I just had to put lethal on the board. I think I don't think I could wait. And honestly, yes, thank you. I wanted to look at the board. All right, we go first here. Why did my brain like default to be like, yeah, let's play this tap lane? I have 2 untap lanes in my hand, and that leads into my 3rd untap lane. Let's make it Simic for now. I could have played this and made him maybe think I was legendaries or whatever. Curious. And they left on top. Interesting. Also, my 1 of draw. Very cool. I feel like it has to be Sultai Reanimator, but not really sure. Claim this. Rather than make the decision, maybe thinking I don't have a land. First the other way around. If it's Reanimator, I'm in trouble. Yeah. I mean, I guess to be fair, Portal to Phyrexia does like nothing against me, really. Obviously, I have this, but Portal clears out tokens at like worst case. Nice trigger on my card here, yeah. Draw 2. Braided net, very cool. Guess I'll gain my life, thank you. With braided net, I could tap like any kind of threat here. I guess Titan of Industry can kind of be annoying, but we do play counter magic, so if I do find it, like, I do have answers, but we'll see. Most likely, I'll see a reanimation of the Titan, or I guess they could just bring this back, right? I'll need a march to exile it, but what would they bring back? It is. At the beginning of combat on your turn, draw a card, then you may exile an artifact creature. Yeah, sure. Pretty good. What are we putting in? Atraxa? Sure. Interesting. Only a deck playing like a graveyard strategy is going to bring out Soul Guide Lantern. Which is kind of funny to think about, but crazy part is they almost like dodged this because of how small this comes in. It is exiled though, and it's 3/3. Like I don't really care about too much. Huh. My stuff can't pay for this, which is fine. Just pass turn. What you got for me, opponent? Titan. Love this. I imagine braiding that's got to be popped here. Sick, dude. Don't normally care about that too much. Let this go. And the best part is these are exiled, so it's not like they get to kind of bring it back because they're like kind of permanently gone. But who knows? Oh, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. My bad. I apologize. We're already through 2, right? Yeah, braiding that's going to go this time. There's no way they leave it around. Can't imagine that's being left behind. I could bring back braiding net. But most likely, I would like to stack this unstable glyph bridge and bring back my Mightstone Weakstone. Yeah, let's play it here. Yes. I will select none to keep, thank you. Seems like a good idea for me. Oh. What do you got now? Got more stuff? Yes. That seems pretty tough. Oh, okay. They just had the 3rd copy. My bad. I knew they're halfway through their deck, but having 3 copies is pretty brutal, to be honest. Oh, man. I thought we were going to get so lucky there. Oh, boy. I guess I can always use this one to do it. Take the action. I mean, I can take 1 shot from this. Let's just fire this off. Also, if this dies, I can make a token. Alright. Sick. They're also, like, really weirdly close to playing a Portal to Phyrexia. Just like hard casting it. I can't imagine they have a ton of them. Probably just like a one of. But they hit it pretty quick. They're 27 cards. This card's so messed up for them. Oh, yeah. There's, of course, immediately there's a portal. My bad. But I get this back. Super sick. And portal's exiled. So it doesn't really matter. That is trample. Menace. I could just block here and just absorb the most since I'm pretty much popping. Well. No. Probably just absorb as much as I can. They obviously could have a counterspell, I guess. I'm not even playing around that, but they have it. They have it. I don't know how they fit everything into their deck, but sure. Another land draw, not ideal, that's for sure. White. I want to bring back this. I need this and this. Draw 2 cards. Alright, I found a win condition. It's just kind of tough to find, you know? Let's play Synthesizer. We do this. Can I play this? I don't quite have the mana for it. Let's play Synthesizer. Synthesizer will resolve first. Pop all that. I'll make a construct. Now they can bring back Titan every turn. I don't really care. Could be what they do. But the problem is if they bring this back, I'm screwed regardless. Also, thoughts, team, on like if I would have had a counterspell at any point? Like I would have countered their initial like thing to bring us back. Yeah. I will definitely be bringing that back. And then maybe no other Titan in there. Huh. They have another sliming, I could tell. That's what they're holding right now. Man, just found it like they had a quarter of their deck left, and or like more than a quarter left, and they found all 4 copies of Sliming Emergence. I mean, if it's how it goes out, I go out this way. Brother, what do you have a stop for? You ain't got nothing to do. Do this, or I guess I have to do a white. Sacrifice. I'm exiling 5. You have to select over for whatever reason. Sure. I think this works out pretty well in general. Make one of these. Draw 2 cards. Play second synthesizer. Make more creatures. 1000 Moon Smitty's pretty good. Play one of these. Make 2 more. And just kind of hold, I guess. Portals in here. They have a portal there. We just kind of hope there's not another portal. Kind of sketch to do. But again, they're at 20 cards. If my synthesizers can stay around, I'm pretty confident. Okay, they play 3 portals. My bad, team. My bad. Show me the 4th portal. I want to lose. Okay. I mean, fair enough. It grows. I will take my 7. Thank you. I'm not allowing that to be a free bring back whenever that's like by far your game plan. And it's not particularly close. Nothing. I could bring back my braided net, which is actually huge, right? So let's green, or I guess, sorry, I hit my microphone if that made a noise. White, do this. Let's just activate this right away for 3 to bring back this braided net. Now sacrifice this. Make 2. I will play here, making 3, and then I will play here. How many cards I have? 35. I don't know, dude. I'm busy gaming right now. I got things going on. I have this big meaty claw. You know, considering one of these is pretty much lethal, it's coming in. You have to figure out how you're blocking. I don't know. That's actually really good. I forgot that they're probably going to get that back. Yeah, because it goes back under their control, right? Yeah, maybe attacking's a little sus, but you know, I do what I do. Yeah, it's really good. I will say, if they don't, I don't know what they kill me with. Obviously, they could have a 4th portal, but at some point, I have 8 constructs, by the way, and I'm about to draw my deck, to be honest. I have, oh my, I literally might die if I do that. There's a Titan, so they put it in the yard. They could have left it on top to draw, which is what they wanted regardless. But I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 18 19 20 draws. I would draw 20 cards. Holy cow. I mean, I really thought, like, don't get me wrong, I could still lose this game. They have a lot of damage on board. their deck goes crazy with this Nexus, but what a wild board state this currently is. You know what? You know what, chat? You know what, chat? I feel confident. I think we're going to win. I'm going to get proven wrong, but I think we're going to win. They have 10 cards left. They might mill. These are so dangerous. Lyman. That's what they have to be doing, right? Yeah. What are you getting? A synthesizer? You have to be so careful. Make a 4/4 while you're at it. Dude, I just like not thinking about it at all, to be honest. What are the odds they have a Jace to mill me and win? Probably not very high, right? What'd that take? Am I braiding that so I can't draw anymore? That makes sense. I mean, I still have options. I can still bring it back and do it again. Honestly, taking braided net gives me 4-ish constructs. You have 6 cards left. This is the greatest game I've ever played. This game's nuts. This game's insane. Like, look at his board. What would you like? Soul Guide Lantern? You gonna exile it? Exile my braided net. Attaboy. Figuring it out. My thing is, I have so much damage. Like, you have 4 in the air, which is like dangerous, of course. But here's the problem. You have 5 cards. You do more lethal in the air. Sure. You're figuring it out. Dude, if I draw an unstable glyph bridge, this will be the funniest thing I could ever do. I'd pop the entire board. I just think it's funny that I have 10 of these and like 2 of them are going to be lethal next turn. But I like can't do anything about it. They're discarding the hand size, by the way, if you're wondering what's taking so long. Also, if I put in this unstable glyph bridge and I flip it, if they cast a spell, they can't attack me. Yes, I would like to flip this. You're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. Do I have anything? No, I do not. That's tough. That is tough. I'll do this one. I got nothing. Sure. Go ahead. What portals you have to pick, right? I think you have to pick. Yeah, they had to pick on all these. And those cards aren't good. 1, 2, 3. Cast a spell. Because then you cannot attack me. Which would be very funny. Now, they kind of get around casting a spell. Because this Nexus, like, kind of refuses to do that. But I could still die. That's the problem. You have, like, the other portal or something? Was that a Soul Guide Lantern? Yeah. Using it to just make sure that they have the option. Now. Sure. I hope they attack with the creature. They have 1 card. So I can, if I can force a block on a creature, I can win by like... Sure. We want to leave these in the deck, so if we draw one, we can cycle it. Also, can I draw my farewell? Do you still get to cast a spell, even though these were like kind of declared as an attacker? Did Arena like tweak? I mean, what horrible draws, by the way. Those draws were awful. They don't have an artifact creature, I don't think. Portal doesn't bring him back with anything, right? Does this bring him back with anything? No. Wow. I really just decided to draw a land, huh? I'm thinking game relax. Gotta be an opponent controls? That sucks. Yes. This one. So I guess my plan is do an all-out attack, force him to block with like a creature because they'll have to bring him back, right? So my Viseju can technically take out a creature to block. They give up. This hand seems sick. We get to play Thousand Moon Smitty on turn 3, and then we could play Synthesizer and then maybe Cornucopia after. Sick. Cornucopia might get its value this game, which is dope. My opponent's not here. They're gonna be forced to keep their hand. So here we are. We timed out in the beginning. Land go. All right, opponent. Chat. I think we can confirm my hand was absolutely nuts. They didn't show up. They were scared. They heard it was coming. Dude, that's such a bummer though. I mean, I think that hand curve was probably literally the best we could ask for. Like on the play, turn 2 Foundry, right into Thousand Moon Smitty, making a 3/3. Untap, land, Synthesizer, and if we hit like, dude, those are the hands you live for, man. And if they were a slow deck, I probably would play Cornucopia to like, or Synthesizer first and then go that route. But hand isn't like stellar. And go. Definitely worse if Italia comes in. What? Absolutely shell shocked. Ass. Yeah, I'm good. A march off the top, please. What if? Next turn I have 4, I have 5 mana here. Next turn I can just decide Braden Net after I Odawara bounce to Synthesizer. Sure. Especially if this is their play. Very cool. Good cards to rebound me back in this game. Look, opponent, we're playing the same deck. Aren't we so cool? This one. Here we go. It's tough. I put both on the bottom, so I think it's only fair that you do the same. That's not the same. They didn't play a mana rock, which is kind of tough, of course. I might draw a tap land here, but I would love to draw a counter spell here, unless they have one. Yep. Draw 2. What do they have? I don't have the mana to copy. I don't want to play into another... This one? Maybe they have a March? Yes. Do I have another artifact? I don't. Screw it. I'm slamming this. I'm just going for it. Yep. You left one of these on top. Brother, you put a stop on your upkeep. That wasn't me. I'm not gonna lie. I probably win here. I double tap these and then... This one? Yeah. Wow. Just like that. See you later, soldier. We're really, it's like we know how the deck works. Honestly, just devastating for them that this second one didn't resolve, because I am getting crushed if that's the case. I have a farewell. I doubt that they play farewell because none of the lists really play farewell. But man, going for that and thinking you're solid, but two braided nets just tap you down. I wonder what their hand was. Tony goes first. I haven't played against Red or Boros once tonight. This hand just tells me that that's what my opponent's playing. Show it to me. Ooh. Oh, we lucked out. Sweet. I can feel it, dude. It was going to be like an aggro. I mean, it's Esper, I guess. Just as bad. I mean, the populace is pretty good. We need another white source, though. Does Esper control? Ugh. Well, here we are. This could still be Esper and these are flash creatures. No, they're countering that? Sick. He said, I have counter spells. Well, actually, that should be kind of nerve-wracking for me, because that should mean... Oh, it's because they have that fun, enjoyable card. Go for it, dude. Hey, this is my farewell. A card I'm probably not going to get to use this game, but, you know, that's not on me. That's on my opponent. I'm going to do this one. I think they're going to mill me. So I'm going to leave one on top. I think they're going to fire this Jace off and mill it, but I want them to. I thought about leaving both on top. Yeah, so they do it immediately. Ah. That's tough. You wanted to deduce, miss a land drop, and then try again, right? So I can get my cornucopia to resolve. Ah, you didn't miss a land drop. So here's the plan. We're gonna play this Might Stone Weak Stone, get it countered. Yes. Yes. Union. That's fine. If they don't have great I mean, they could have farewell here, but that doesn't matter to me anymore. I hope they do. Is this what they farewell? I'll then play Synthesizer and Ancient Cornucopia. And then make another... Dude. Yeah. I'm pretty confident in that plan. But I have another one because I'm cheating. This one. Scry. Again, leave this on top. Maybe they'll sack their Jace. They might, because they might have the thing for it, but here's what it is. Try down and go for the third. Not good. They could have long goodbye. That's what the current challenge Esper list is playing. What would you like? So now I know there's not that list because they don't play that card. Sure. Yes. And Jace plus? Sure. I get to keep my card on top, which is actually sick. I think I have to Might Stone Weak Stone here. Yeah. I can remove one of these, but I think I want to draw. Kind of why I wanted to draw. I got my land, but not quite the way I would like. Attack here. Yep. 6. Just no land. Farewell me again. Please. Gotcha. I'll gain 2 life, actually. Very nice. Good job, chat. Good job, chat. We're killing it. And mill. We're close to getting double Jace, but I do have the counter spell, so I'm not afraid of double Jace. This one. Now, reminder, this can pay for no more lies. I'm going to -5 and just get this out of the way. I want to send 1 at Jace, and I'm going to send 1 upstairs. So again, this is able to counter and maybe copy, and this can pay for a no more lies. That's kind of what our plan is here. 3 steps ahead is basically going to decide whether we win this game or not, and that is a very good sign that it is on the table for us to win. Farewell me again. It's okay. It's okay, I promise. I lied. It's not okay. They could Emperor me. But we're at instep. What are the odds that, like, me doing this is a bad idea? I just want an artifact to play. Perfect. Take my turn. I just needed something that just, like, made constructs. It just made as many artifacts as possible to make as much as these lethal as possible. 1, 2, and 3 entering. And then I'm going to play this. And now, if they remove 1, the other 2 are lethal. Maybe? Okay, we got it. It could have been no more lies, so I was kind of like, do I want to go for it? Because this, however, cannot pay for no more lies. But we get there regardless. So very cool. All right, so I'm going to talk about the deck a little bit. And honestly, I think it performed a little bit better than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to run pretty poorly overall. But we actually end up coming out on top pretty solidly. I did end up... You can say I lost some games, but I have a very tight schedule this weekend. So... my very first match, as you saw, was a very long time. And then I ended up playing against Control. And I just kept running into Control. And I didn't have time to play 30-minute games against my opponents because they wanted to wait on turn 3 to see what land to put into play for whatever reason. So I'm not going to lie to you. I probably just queued up, played against Control 3 times in a row, and just conceded all the games immediately. I have an invitational weekend this weekend. I'm trying to get videos and caught up. If I don't do this, there's no video for 3 days. So I have to do that. So it sucks, but it is what I have to do. So other than that, honestly, like playing out the control matchups and stuff for the most part, they're actually not that bad. Now we don't have like a free thing like a cavern or a hand disruption thing, but because we do play like the extra like 1,000 moon smitty, it actually works out pretty well overall a lot of times, because you can kind of bait them to counter this, and then you can maybe get this synthesizer in, or if they counter it with anything else, you can bring it back with like not breeding that, but like the fabrication foundry. And also playing our own like counter magic here is actually pretty solid, and I like it. I could not tell you if this card was worth it today. So I played Azorius Artifacts, and I was running into a ton of aggro. By the way, I do think his card's worth it. But what I'm saying is, I just didn't play against Mono Red or Boros one time today. I played for an hour and a half. Most of my games pretty quick outside, because I was just conceding the control ones, and I was trying to find other decks to play against. I just couldn't run into an aggro deck. Like, I just could not find them. They just did not want to come out and play. And the best hand I had won today, my opponent didn't show up for. And I was like, dude, why is this happening to me? And what was the purpose of it? Why did I add the green? Because obviously I'm probably going to skip over it a little bit in the intro, but the whole purpose of adding this was I got sick of going down to 4 life against aggro and kind of stabilizing, where I have 2 constructs in play. I've wiped their board with this, and then their turn just becomes play with fire, scry, leave on top, draw their card, lightning strike me. It's so frustrating, because you have to tap out with this deck to pretty much answer their board at any given time. So no more lines is not available, or 3 steps ahead is not available, and then they just burn you and win. So my goal today was, I'm going to play Cornucopia. I'm going to play the Celestis to gain life. I'm going to kind of get a little bit thicker on this mana down here, so I can kind of ensure to have one of these by hiding my chance. And if I have both of these, sometimes it's fine. And then also playing this guy, just so I can play him, gain life. And then if I play artifacts after that, the synthesizer token, when that enters, it'll be large enough to gain me life and draw me cards. I was just so ready for that matchup today, and it just did not show up. I could not find it. So I played against control. Other than that, I think the deck actually performed very well. I liked it a lot. Realistically, we might be able to go down like 1 here and then go up here. We do have to find a slightly better way to beat control, be a little bit more consistent. I'm not even opposed to throwing Jaces in this deck, to just be like, would you like to counter my synthesizer? And they're like, yes, I would. And then I'm going to put a Jace on the stack and then just mill them, because they never finish the game in time. They just sit there and they wait, and they just counter your synthesizers or your 1,000 moon smitty, and then they're just like, can you deal with this? And I'm like, I guess not, honestly. I'm not opposed to Jace milling them. I'll do it. I'm not afraid. But Jace wouldn't be awful, honestly, in general, just because it can draw his cards and can take off the aggro, kind of what I've talked about, like, struggling with. And we could probably find room to get him in if we really wanted to. Another card I did kind of miss today, and another card I'm like, I think I'm perfectly fine with cutting from the deck, is just a Spring Loaded Trap. I think I'm perfectly fine just getting this out of the deck and just playing like another March. Whenever I had this, it was like, it's fine, like it's okay, it's like not the worst, but it just never felt great. Like in control, it's a kind of a dead card for the most part, but March can still find value at times, and Spring Loaded Trap most of the time was to just up my artifact count, which a lot of times didn't really matter regardless. But a card that I did cut at one point, and I'm very happy I put back in, is this guy. Braided Net has been actually very, very nice. I just thought the tap effect would be too slow with like slick shots and stuff, and it kind of is, because if they do play any amount of protection, it's pretty hard to like make sure that we get it removed. But the draw effect against a lot of decks is so nice, and if you can get it in, like, it feels great. Outside of that, I think the deck performed very well. I just wish I could have played against some more aggro, but I just don't have time. So other than that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.